All right, you guys, we are live. Happy Monday. Happy March 16th. Happy launch day. All kinds of things are happening right now, you guys. So first and foremost, we want to just thank you guys for getting on tonight. We know that there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on in your lives and in everyone's lives. It's kind of crazy and it's kind of scary. So we just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you hopping on. We understand that right now is craziness, but we appreciate you. Okay, so just a few announcements, you guys. If you didn't know or didn't see, I just want to make sure that everyone knows these things. Bar is still extended. The bar blend challenge packs, completion pack sale are still extended till the end of the month. So if you have people that are interested and maybe they're not wanting to do 10 rounds, you can still save money on bar. Super weekend, you guys, all super weekends have been canceled, like the in-person super weekends. If you bought tickets from your local area, just make sure that you reach out to your market council. I'm sure, I know Louisiana has posted a few times just how they're handling it. So make sure that you just check out that or find whoever, like I know that there's a way that they can register the event. So I don't know if that's still up, if you can contact whoever you purchased the ticket from. But they are going to do a virtual super weekend. So they're going to announce more on that. I didn't get to watch the National Wake Up Call, so that may have been announced today on the National Wake Up Call. I'm going to watch that when we get off of here. But they are going to do like an international virtual super weekend. So it's going to be on Saturday the 18th, which is the weekend that it was supposed to be anyway. So make sure that you guys keep checking your online offices for that information. We also, I posted this, and I'm sure Jess has shared it too in her team page, but Lindsay Matway created this awesome little document. It's called like, the affiliate program. So it kind of breaks down the sales that we have with the discount option. And in this world, especially right now, people are all about being affiliates with businesses. And so instead of calling it like the discount coach membership, I've been transitioning to calling it our affiliate program. But we have a document in the team page and that you guys can use, the awesome resource that you can share. So I just wanted to point that out in case you didn't see it. 10 rounds launched today, you guys, for coaches. So if you have people who are wanting 10 rounds, I would highly encourage you guys to talk to them about signing up as a brand coach, so that they can get it early. You instantly get access once you sign up to the first 5 workouts, and then you get the 2 prep workouts as well. So you basically have 7 workouts. I know my plan, I'm not starting this program officially until April 6th because that's when the full program launches, but I am going to use the prep workouts and the 5 first workouts after I finish 21 Day Fix, which is going to be ending this week. I'm starting basically using 2 weeks of prep. And that is really for me to help promote it as well. So I highly encourage you guys to order your challenge packs, your completion packs, the digital access as soon as you possibly can so that you can start sharing that with other people. And just a tip, you guys, check to see when your Beachbody On Demand renews, because if it's about to renew or it renews in a month or so, it might make more sense for you to cancel that and then upgrade to a challenge pack. I did that when Bar came out. I do that every December because we always have a new program that pre-launches in December. Transform 20, I did it. And I did it for Bar as well. And it just makes more sense. Instead of you paying another year membership, you would get it. It ends up being cheaper if you're doing it as like a challenge pack versus just a completion or just a completion pack or whatever. So just putting that out there. Check to see if your Beachbody On Demand just renewed or doesn't renew for a while, then that doesn't really apply to you. But I don't know if people realize that that's an option. And then last announcement before I announce our guest speaker. I know I am doing this. I don't know if I haven't talked to Jess to see if she's doing this, but I think she's doing something similar. But we're doing a free 2-week virtual community, basically like a little mini boot camp for those who just want access to our free workouts, you guys, and access to this community during this crazy time. You guys, we're all about giving. We're all about helping. And I really, I know Lindsay Matway is doing something similar. But I had posted this the other day because I knew that a lot of gyms were starting to close, and I wanted to be able to offer to people, whether they sign up with me or not. It's not an agenda. It's not to like trick people into joining us. It's really to give them the opportunity to stay healthy while they're at home and confined to their homes. And if it turns into them wanting to join, great. But if not, they at least know that you are in this. You guys mute as you're hopping on. I can't see who's hopping on. So we have a group open. It was our sneak peek into I keep saying lift 4 because I see Joel, into 10 rounds. We have a group open that was like an info group, and then we transitioned it into our free group. So that info on 10 rounds is still up. You can still tag people in that if you have people that are interested in 10 rounds, but we're also transitioning this to like a virtual, basically like a little virtual boot camp just for the next 2 weeks. They have access to a PDF that gives them those 10 workouts. And we're going to be dropping little challenges in there, recipes in there, things like that. So if you're a part of that group, highly encourage you guys to go and participate in the challenges to make sure like that your friends and your family are, but also invite to it as well. So that's the end of my announcements. Now I get to announce our guest speaker, which I am so freaking excited for. My girl, Ashley McClellan, is coming to talk to you guys. And y'all, she's a fire-breathing dragon. She and I met in Josh Coates' Push Elite group last year. And she's just one of the people who inspires me the most because she wasn't the person that came into this business and in 1 month, like, blew up, right? It took her time. It took her consistency. It took dedication. It took her never giving up. She went from, just being a coach who was hitting Success Club 6 by the skin of her teeth every month to now hitting Success Club 30 and above every month. She's a 2-time elite coach, 7-star diamond team. I believe she told me she was 1 star in her second business center, 1 star or 2 star in her husband's business center. And she's just incredible. So I'm going to flip it on over to her. I'm going to stop sharing. And Ashley, feel free. Can I unmute you? Yeah. Okay. And why isn't, there we go.
Hey, and I have no voice. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was like the best intro ever. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. And I am like so big into, sharing what's working, sharing what I'm doing, because I tend to be the person who complicates everything. And I feel like what we're about to talk about is like the one thing in my business that I figured out how to not complicate it, and then surprise, surprise, it like started working. So I'm going to kind of share what it is I'm doing and how really some of the things I did to really help my business kind of stop struggling and start like go beyond thriving. But then if you guys have questions and stuff, we'll totally open up to questions at the end. Sound good? Okay. So, just super quick. I really want you guys to like get a feel for where I was 2 years into the business. I'd hit Success Club 27 months in a row. So I was a Success Club legend. I was about to become a lifetime 2-star, and was about to be earning my free ticket to NLC. I had earned my first Success Club trip, but had turned it down because I was pregnant and Zika, and my doctor didn't want me to go. But I had earned it, and I had been invited to the next year's trip the day after all the elite coaches got their invites. And so on paper, I was really good at posting why I was so successful. Because at Summit, I had the lanyards. I got to walk across the stage. I've walked across the stage every single Summit I've gone because I've rank advanced at least one lifetime. And that, so there's always a new medal. There's always a new lanyard. There's always a new whatever. And I figured out the way to show that and to make myself look so successful when on the inside, I hated everything about this business. It was not fun. I was so in love with the products and what Shakeology had done for me. I was obsessed with Beachbody On Demand. The containers had been so freaking helpful for me. I hated filling challenge groups. I hated doing call to actions. I hated the end of the month. And it was starting to turn into this like well, if I were to quit, I remember sitting in Summit. You are not supposed to be at Summit thinking about quitting, but I was thinking about quitting. And I remember thinking, if I quit, what exactly is it I would be walking away from? Because it wouldn't be PD, and it wouldn't be this community, and it wouldn't be these workouts, and it wouldn't be these supplements. I would still use this meal plan. I would still post. I would still encourage people to join me. What is it that I would be quitting? And then I decided, if I were to quit something, I would quit trying to hit Success Club, because it's just so friggin' stressful and it's just not worth it. And, who cares about the bobbleheads and all the stuff they sent? And then I had a really big come to Jesus moment, and my life took a real interesting spin. I was really, really, really pregnant, and my husband worked out of state because he had to so that we could pay for our bills. And my marriage was hanging on by a thread. And my daughter was bawling her eyes out every night going to bed because she missed dad. And I have this fantastic Beachbody opportunity sitting in my lap. I'm 2 years in. I'm a Success Club 27 months in a row, but I'm making less than $1,000 a month because I have no builders, and I'm hitting Success Club on the last day of the month. It's a miracle I was making as much money as I was, considering how low everything was. And I decided, rather than being stuck, rather than thinking about quitting, rather than entertaining those thoughts of if I left, what if, that I was going to make the tiniest little tweak to my mindset, and I was going to start looking for little things I could change. Not like, how can I overhaul my onboarding system to look like hers? I'm not talking about that kind of crap. I'm talking about the little tweaks to the things that there's got to be something I'm missing, because I have this opportunity that all these top coaches post about can absolutely change your life and can bring you home and can blah, 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 blah. I have this same thing as them, and I believe that. I believe when I encourage someone to join my team, I believe this can change their life. Why isn't it changing mine financially? What is it I'm missing? And I decided to start looking for the answer to that question, and I found it. And then when I found it, I decided to do something with it. And my whole life changed. For the next year, while I was very good at implementing the system we're going to talk about, I went from averaging SC6 on the last day of the month to averaging closer to SC60 every month. I went from, insert income disclaimer, went from not making $1,000 a month to having a $10,000 month, over the course of just a couple months. Things exploded very quickly. And my whole life changed. My husband is home now. Our whole life just completely changed. And one of the things I did was get real good at not complicating the business, okay? This business is not complicated. We like to make it so complicated. And I don't know if it's because we're women. I don't know what it is about us that makes it so complicated, but we like to make this complicated. It isn't complicated, okay? And I came home from the retreat where my mindset shift happened. And like I said, I was very pregnant with my daughter. I was literally 5 days away from getting induced. And I came home from that retreat, and I decided that I was not going to go to bed till I did my tracker every day. I was doing the Josh tracker, which you guys are Josh people, so 10 to 1, you guys know it. 20 connections, 10 invites, 40 follow-ups a week. Expand your network. Not complicated, not rocket science, not a lot. Very simple. And I remember thinking, well, I can't just do 20 connections, 10 invites. That's not enough. And there's no way that the successful people are only doing 20 connections, 10 invites. And that they're blah, 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 blah. And I remember hearing the voice in my head that my upline was using Josh at the time, and her business was at the highest it had ever been. And her sales were insane. She just moved into her dream house. She just bought her husband her dream car. I'm her downline, so I'm seeing her income progressions, and they were making my brain freaking explode. And then there's her upline, who's Micah Folsom, which, if you guys don't know who Micah Folsom is, she's one of 5 coaches in the whole company to ever hit Superstar 2. And she's always a superstar too. It's not like she just did it once so she could walk across the stage. She's always a superstar too, which means she gets the superstar bonus not once but twice every single quarter. Like, she is a freaking Beachbody legend, and she is my upline. So I'm like, okay, so if I have the two of them and they are using Josh, they are saying this works. Josh is saying this works. Josh is giving me all these cool testimonials of all these people in his groups that honestly I've never even heard of these people, but whatever. They all say it works. Maybe, and clearly I'm sitting here thinking this won't work. Well, what do I know? What I'm doing isn't working. So maybe I should just try it and see if it will work. And this is going to work. This is going to work. Josh said it's going to work. Micah said it's going to work. Jalen said it's going to work. This is going to work. This is going to work. This is going to work. And I literally told myself that every day. I would wake up and I would say my affirmations, which were not, I feel like so many people say affirmations wrong. I could make a 4-hour call about affirmations. I would wake up and say my affirmations. I would drink my Energize. I would do my PD. I would do my workout. I would do a post on social media. This was back when we were posting twice a day. And so I was always doing some sort of post about Beachbody because that's what Josh's tracker told me to do. I either was supposed to do a post about my health and fitness journey or I was supposed to do a post about coaching. So whichever one it was for that day, I would kind of think it through and figure it out or whatever. And then I would unplug for a little bit because my kids would be awake by then and would be fully present in mom life. Not on my phone, not like pretending I'm working while I'm trying to do mom. Fully present, phone is put away. And then when my brand new, like weeks old baby would take a nap or would fall asleep, I would get out my tracker and I would just do what Josh told me to do and would make it a game and literally would do in 30 minutes Josh's whole freaking tracker and would do 20 connections, 10 invites. Fridays I did my follow-ups. And then when I was done, I would put it away. And I would tell myself, this is going to work. This is going to work. That felt good. That was easy. Oh my gosh. I just did that so freaking fast. And I did the things Josh told me are going to make my business grow. Move out the way. I'm about to slay. And I that energy. I don't think the 20 connections, 10 invites, because I can tell you from experience, I have coaches on my team who do 20 connections, 10 invites, and their business sucks. It has nothing to do with the 20 connections, 10 invites. It's important. You need to do 20 connections, 10 invites, bare minimum. It comes from the energy. It comes from telling yourself, this is working. This is working. What I'm doing, this is enough. This is working. I am having joy. And the whole world should do this. It's my job to make people feel happy and then share positive posts and then invite them after they like my posts and keep tabs on them if they express interest and make sure to follow up with them. That's my whole job. That's the tracker I'm filling out. And all of a sudden I'm making a lot more money and people are joining my groups and my paychecks are coming up and holy shit, someone just joined my team. And now I'm getting elite points and holy crap, someone just went diamond and what's happening? I'm an elite coach. That is literally what happened because but that comes from the mindset shift of this is going to work. This is going to work. I can do this. I can do this. I can do 20 connections and invites. This is so easy. I can do this. And I hear all these fantastic systems about all these people who make these super organized collections of how their kids be tried. That's so great. That's not my brain. That's so complicated. And my brain likes to complicate things. So my system cannot be complicated in any way, shape, or form. My system is super simple. Are you ready? I wish people a happy birthday. If it's their birthday, I wish them a happy birthday. And I like to do it at least a day in advance. So I'm one of the first people in their inbox. If I'm super on top of things, I will wish everybody a happy birthday on Monday for the whole week. And so I'm super, I'm the first person to tell them happy birthday. And that's a connection. I'm at the point now, I have over 5,000 Facebook friends. You divide that out by, I should be able to do this, but I'm super not feeling great right now. So 5,000 friends divided by 52 weeks, that's 96 people a week, assuming it breaks down exactly average. Guess what? How many connections was I supposed to do? 20 connections times by 4 days because you don't really have to do them on Fridays unless you want to. Guess what? That's all my connections for the whole week right there. I can do my connections for the whole week if I wanted to be super technical in 4 minutes for the whole week. And that makes my brain super okay, I can do that. I can do that. And I've noticed my energy is better if I don't do them all at once because I'll actually have better conversations with them if I do them in snippets. So if I do tomorrow's people today, Because then when they message me back and they say something, I'm not, oh my gosh, 96 people just replied to my message. It's like, oh, I'm 6 reply. I can have a conversation with 6 people. And then I'm having a conversation with 6 people about, oh, thanks. I mean, obviously people's answers right now are all sorts of crazy. But 2 weeks ago, hopefully a month from now, when we go back to having normal conversations with people and we're not all locked in our houses and people can go do things for their birthdays, that people say, oh, thanks, we're going to go to the movies. Oh, that's awesome. I haven't been to the movies unless it was a kid movie in a really long time. What are you going to go see an idea to go for date night? Like, that's a genuine question. I genuinely mean that. And so it makes it, that's a normal thing, I would say, to a normal person standing in front of me. I don't feel all like weird and salesy and when's the transition time before I send an invite to this person? Like, it's their birthday. They told me they're going to a movie. I love movies. I haven't been to a movie in a long time because #mom life. So I want to know what movie they're going to go see. That's a very normal conversation flow. They're going out to eat. Dude, I love to going out to eat. The fact that President Trump just told us we need to limit eating out is like severely cramping my style, and it's fine. And that I'm going to learn to cook. If this, like, that is what coronavirus is going to teach me, is I'm going to learn how to cook because otherwise my family's going to starve to death. And I love to eat out. So when people are like, oh, thanks, we're going to Olive Garden. Oh my gosh, dude, their Alfredo is like the nectar of the gods. What are you going to get? Like, oh, we're going to go to Texas Roadhouse. Dude, their rolls are like my favorite. Like, I literally have a thing for every restaurant, unless it's some like random hole in the wall place. I can be like, oh my gosh, I love Chili's Texas fries. Like, I can talk about food, and that makes people like, wait, isn't this the girl that's a health coach? And so then they go look at my feed and they're like, oh, she does eat normal food. Even if it never comes up, except it does come up because they're going to message me in like a month. Because all of a sudden I start coming up in their feed and then they see my post because I messaged them happy birthday, even though I didn't bring it up at all. They start seeing my post and then they like my post. And then I send them an invite a couple weeks later, and then, oh, guess what? They actually are interested in what I'm doing, and then that starts that whole separate part of the conversation, okay? So this isn't hard, okay? I just message people happy birthday, have a normal conversation. I don't say anything about Beachbody. It is very, dude, happy early birthday. I hope it's the best day ever, and you don't have to do laundry because who the freak wants to do laundry on their, what are you going to do to celebrate? Like, I ask a question. I say something that I would say in real life. Laundry, dishes, cooking are very off limits in my life. When you are like birthday queen at my house, like those things do not happen. And so can you tell I'm into birthdays? Like, this is a very genuine way for me to build relationships with people because I'm very into birthdays. So it makes it very easy for me to connect with people on their birthday. And I get people every year who are like, I love my birthday because I know you're going to message me. Because I have people who I'm 5 years into the business. I've messaged them 5 years in a row wishing them a happy birthday. And because that's just what I do. I message people on their birthday, okay? But then the rest of it, sometimes you need more connections than that. And maybe you're like, okay, well, this all sounds well and good. I don't have 5,000 Facebook friends. Bad attitude. Boo. Don't do the, well, that won't work for me because da-da-da-da-da. You're kind of missing the point. So I make sure my newsfeed is full of people that if I'm mindlessly scrolling my newsfeed, it will be productive. That means that Kim Fitzpatrick and Melanie Mitro and Ashley Molstad and Scotty Hobbs and Micah and Jaylyn and Josh and all those people that I love with my whole soul are muted so that I'm still their friend. If I want to see their stuff, I still can because I'm still their friend, but their stuff doesn't come up in my newsfeed. So if I'm scrolling my newsfeed, because I don't like making all the collection-y places where you go and these are the people I'm connecting with. Like, that's way too complicated for my brain. I just want to scroll my feed and I just want to be like, dude, I love your dress. Where did you get that? I love your new haircut. That is a really good color on you. Dude, I'm obsessed with your earrings. Where did you get those? Oh my gosh, I can't believe how big your daughter is getting. She was 2 like a week ago. How the heck is she turning 8? Like, normal things that cross my mind. I just say them out loud in comments. So I set a timer for 20 minutes and I get out a little Post-it note. Remember, we talked about how super complicated this is. I get out a Post-it note and a pen and I get brownie points if it's like a fancy pen that has like sparkles and does cool things because it will keep me like squirrel distracted while I'm going. And I sit there and do tick marks for 20 minutes. Oh, how many comments can I do in 20 minutes? Tick, 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 tick. I'm not writing names. They're not going in streak. I'm not making some fancy Excel thing. I am trying to see how many comments I can leave on people's posts in 20 minutes. Ta-da! That's my system. Like it's not complicated. I'm just really intentional about connecting with other people and trying to leave. Did you notice a lot of those comments I was saying? They're not cute, nice dog, pretty. Like they're like, dude, your daughter, how is she almost 8? That is a comment. They're going to come back and be like, I know, I feel like she was just born yesterday. And then we're going to start talking. If I say, oh my gosh, I love your new dog. What breed is that? They're going to reply back to me because I asked questions. I try to ask a lot of questions. I don't make myself ask a question if I don't genuinely have a question. But if I have a question, I'll ask a question so that because then they engage back with me, because then I have a connection. So, and I'm the person who there's this one person, she works for Plexus. I went and looked it up because I'm like, dude, this girl is trying to sell me something. What the hell is she doing? She works for Plexus. I looked it up. She messages me once a week on Mondays at 2:00, which I'm like, that's apparently when she does her power hour, that just says something about, how are you doing this week, girl? You want? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? You don't know anything about me. Literally your message every week. How are you this week, girl? How's your day going, girl? What do you want? Why are you messaging me? I notice I don't make connections like that because that crap bugs me. If you just started following me on Instagram and you message me saying, girl, I am so excited to follow you. I love leopard too. Can't wait to see more of your posts. I would be like, dude, this girl's cool. Versus someone messaging me saying, hey, I'm so excited to follow you. I sell Beachbody, and if you ever need anything, there's a link in my bio that will get you all set up with all the cool things. And if you ever need anything, I've lost blah, 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 so I'm super credible, and I'm a top 2, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, I'm excited to get to know you. I'd be like, and unfollow. Like, that's not me. I like, come in and talk to me about me, and then I want to talk to you. So that's what I do with other people. I don't ask like weird, open, how's your day today? Hi, Sally from high school that I haven't talked to in 12 years. My day's great. How's your day? Like, that's just super weird to me. So it's very intentional, and I do a lot of relationship building through posts. And then I really make sure that I'm doing posts that I actually did a post. This is a true story. I did a post right before I got on this call, and then I deleted it because it was a little bit too vulnerable, I think. And my sister messaged me. She's like, where did your post go? And I was like, I can't. I might put it back up, except I don't think I have it saved. But I try to be pretty freaking vulnerable with my posts because if you haven't read the book Go Giver, you need to read that book. It's freaking amazing. That people do business with those they know, like, and trust. And so if you can cut down on that connection time because people are getting to know you, because you're not the girl who's always posting a sweaty selfie or pictures of her kids. You're not in the mom life, coach life trap. That you are sharing real things about your personality so that people like know you, even if they're fun, like fluffy things. Like I said, I'm very into leopard. You can't tell because it's on my shoes, but I'm wearing leopard at all times. It's a thing. And and my followers know that. Like, I'm always wearing leopard. And that I am very into I'm very into PD. It's something that like even my non-coach friends know that about me. And that it's something people just know they can get when they come to my feed, that people know that I am a girl mom. So I try to share like hair tutorials and things that are simple. And my girls are very sassy. So they're like very good at posing and different, like there's just things that people come to know about me. I'm very into BYU football. I'm not talking about it a whole lot right now because it's the wrong time of year. And let's be honest, I'm praying that we freaking have a football season because Corona goes away and sports can come back. But I share things. People know things about me. People know that I struggle with cooking and that I am queen takeout. And so like, that's because it's just something I post about. And those are not like, oh yeah, that's the Beachbody coach. That's blah, blah, blah. Like those are things that I try to tell myself what is something that someone who is a Beachbody coach would still find valuable. Someone who has zero interest in buying from me because they're already a coach. Why should they follow me? Someone who has zero interest in buying from me because they're obsessed with CrossFit. This was obviously pre-corona, because now we know the whole world wants what we have because we work out at home. I don't care what kind of workouts they have. But previous to corona, what would someone who does CrossFit, why would she want to follow me? Clearly she's not going to want to join my groups. Why would she still want to join me? What can I still post that's valuable for her? And that when you have that attitude and that you're connecting through your posts, it makes it so your energy is that much higher. Because guess what? When your energy is higher, you'll get more followers. And then you have more people to engage with. And then you have more people who engage on your posts. Then you have more people to invite, which means you have more people to follow up with, which means you have more people in your groups, which means you have more people to invite to the business, which means you have more coaches in your team, which just means your whole life is infinitely more joyful in the business because you're not freaking out on the last day of the month trying to hit Success Club. So it all starts from your ability to connect, because people do business with those they know, like, and trust. So some of that comes from outgoing and doing your part to consistently, uncomplicatedly build relationships with people through posts, through wishing happy birthdays. If messaging is normal and organic for you, that you do it that way. But other than that, you're just a normal person wishing people happy birthday or complimenting their clothes or wishing their kid, like, clearly, I don't know how many times I brought up birthdays. That's like my favorite way to do connections. I love birthdays. But then it makes your energy higher, because then you're like, dude, I nailed the tracker. That was easy. Okay, I could do that again. And it raises your belief. And when you have unwavering belief, you guys read Miracle Equation from Hal Elrod? That book is, oh my gosh. But when you have unwavering belief and extraordinary effort, with extraordinary effort it's not doing a 6-hour power hour on Monday because you didn't do anything last week and then taking the whole rest of the week off because you're so tired because you did a 6-hour power hour. I hope that all of you are like, I have no idea what she's talking about. I've never done that. I did that for 2 freaking years. I did that because I made my power hour so complicated and so long that I couldn't do it 5 days a week because it was too hard and it was too long and it didn't bring me any joy and whatever. And when I got to the point that it was like, oh, I could do this, like, and it was only 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do my connections and my invites. And then I did maybe 45 minutes on Fridays because I was doing follow-ups, and Saturdays is when I created all my content. That was freaking easy. That was like, okay, I could do this. And that extraordinary, that's what I was talking about. Clearly I have no squirrel syndrome at all. When you have that extraordinary belief, nope, I just crossed them. Extraordinary effort and unwavering belief, because you're like, this is working. Holy crap, this is working. I could do this. Then all of a sudden, like, you can have anything you want. You could be the #1 coach. You can be a millionaire. You can be whatever you want in this business when you have extraordinary effort over time. Consistency plus time plus intensity plus belief. Where's my Josh people? When you do those things consistently, intentionally, over time, and you believe this is going to work, which that belief comes when you're like, oh, this is working. This is working. That felt good. I could do that again. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I told myself, this is going to work. I could do that again. I could do that again. This is going to work. I could do that again. This is going to work. But I just told myself that hundreds of times a day. And guess what? It did. And it started working like really, 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 really fast. It works. Okay? Okay. That's everything I have. Yes. Okay. So Jesse said, I don't think I missed any questions.
No, I was commenting on all your fire-breathing dragonness over there. Does anyone have questions? I actually have a question just like from some of my coaches I know, like, how would you say you grow that market? So the people who don't have 5,000 friends on Facebook, or the people who don't have a ton of followers, like, is it just you going in and connecting with new people every day?
So Facebook, okay, so we're going to talk about Facebook first. Instagram, I'll be honest, there were some cool things that you used to be able to pay for that would help grow your following. They kill your engagement Anybody who's done those things will tell you engagement is a fraction of what it used to be. So that did help my followers go up on Instagram, but that didn't like do anything magical to make people watch my stories and engage with me. That was like me creating content. So Facebook was 100% me. I built my Facebook. I did nothing ever help me build my Facebook. So what I did was a lot of free groups that had nothing to do with Beachbody. I think Beachbody free groups are great, and I'm actually probably going to do a 2-week group, which I freaking hate 2-week Beachbody groups. I hate them with my whole soul, but I'm probably going to do one because everybody's doing them, and I feel like if I don't, I'm going to miss the boat. But I don't enjoy 2-week groups at all. I'm going to be totally honest, because I think those people don't take anything serious. They didn't put any skin in the game. They're exhausting. They take a lot of effort because you're trying to like pump people up and make them think this is so cool when like they don't even know what's cool because they haven't even met Alana yet. So they don't even know what's going on yet. And they don't have a nutrition plan. I'm like trying to make shit up to like make them think they have a nutrition plan when they don't. And because I do 2B. So I can't like pretend to teach them the containers and then just tell them they should get Ultimate Portion Fix so they can learn it even better. I can't teach them 2B. Like I can't do that. So that makes it, I don't love them. So I ran a lot of free groups. Every single month I was running a free group, at least one that had nothing to do with Beachbody. So they were things like religious groups. I'm LDS. So I would run a free group every month for different people who were reading the Book of Mormon. And then I would post about it in LDS mom groups. And that group grew to like 6,000 people. And it was my group. And I was the one creating the content every day, giving people accountability and a place to work on their relationship with God. And I got hundreds of messages from people telling me what a difference it was making in their lives and how much they were noticing a difference in their marriage, in the spirit in their home, in their relationship with God. And I would friend those people so those people would see my posts. And guess what? The second Susan likes one of my posts, she's getting an invite. So I'm not breaking any rules on any Facebook groups by adding people and then inviting them because I'm waiting till they engage with me. And then my invite says, thanks for being so freaking awesome and loving all my stuff. It's hard to be vulnerable, but it's a lot easier when you have rock stars in your life. So thanks for being a rock star. Are you wanting to join my group or were you just being freaking awesome? Either way, I see you. So thank you. And they would reply back, no, I'm into CrossFit. I just think you're awesome. And I just love following you and you're awesome. 2 months later, hey, actually, I do want some information about your group. Can you send me over some info? It's like freaking clockwork. 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2.5 months, 2 months, 2 months, 6 weeks, 2 months, 2 months, like it's clockwork. So I'm not breaking any rules by inviting people, but I have to create content that gets them, but then it helps them see she runs this really cool spiritual accountability group. I bet it would help a lot if I got in her fitness accountability group. That would probably be cool. Or I've run accountability groups about marriage, about different challenges every day for working on your relationship, whether it's like different challenges with love languages or different challenges with the book His Needs, Her Needs, or doing the whole thing is different acts of service. You're going to do 14 days of acts of service for your spouse or a child or a parent if you're not married but you still want to participate in the group. I've done groups about decluttering, and that's probably what I'm going to do a free group about right now is decluttering your house because we're all quarantined anyway. Let's spring clean right now and get rid of a whole bunch of crap. And so like things that I'm naturally already into. My coach Jaylyn is like she's my upline. She is a 10-star and she's 3-time elite. She's freaking awesome. She's freaking successful. And she's like Lindsay Matway in another person's body. She's like annoyingly pretty. And she can do these eye looks that like, I don't even know, I like 8 colors of eyeshadow that I'm like, I couldn't put 8 colors on my eyes in my life to paint it on it. Like, that's so not my personality. But she can do it, and she can say that she's running a free makeup group. And because she's not selling any makeup, because she's not a makeup rep, she's a Beachbody rep, she can get like thousands of people in these groups, and then she's building relationships with these people so people join her. I've tried to do that. That did not work for me, because guess what? Girlfriend is literally not even wearing eyeshadow right now, because that's just not me. So do things that are authentic to you. I have discovered when I try to copy somebody else's group, because I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. That works for that person. They had a lot of people join that group. I should do that too. It doesn't ever work, because it's not something I'm passionate about. When you can take something that's in your growth zone, something you're so passionate about, but it's outside your comfort zone, that's when magic happens. When it's something that you can provide so much value. So if you are a teacher, oh my gosh, why do you not have a free group going right now to help people homeschool their kids? Like, anything you can do to provide, when you have things that you're super passionate about, like that is, then you can make a free group that has nothing to do with Beachbody. I think it's important to do the 2-week groups too. But when my business exploded and I went from not very many friends to maxing out on Facebook friends, and engagement was, my engagement on Facebook is still amazing. I still get a lot of my people from Facebook. And that's when my 80-day obsession and a lot of those programs, I would get hundreds of comments when I would ask if people, hey, I'm opening a free group for this new test group. I get to be in a group with the creator who did 21-day fix. It's an 80-day program. These are results people got. Message me if you want to come into this test group with me. That I would get hundreds of comments. Guess what? It's because I had just come off of a 6-month Book of Mormon group. So all these people who are commenting, every single one of them was someone who had done multiple free groups with me before. So, and again, people do business with those they know, like, and trust. So if you're trying to expand your network, you're trying to get more people interested, offer more free things. Offer free things. And not only in ways that you can do swipe ups on Amazon. I've gotten out of the habit. I need to fix it. But on Amazon, I have a thing that's all my favorites, because I love to buy clothes on Amazon. And it's like a swipe up link I do all the time in my Instagram stories. But I'm like, hey, swipe up and you're going to get my shirt that I got on Amazon. Because yes, I have 10,000 followers, so I can do a swipe up thing. But guess what? Instagram notices, holy crap, she had a lot of people swipe up on that story. We should show more people her stories. So then when I do a call to action later, more people will see it, because Instagram puts my bubble in more people's feeds at the top, because a lot of people use the swipe up, not when I was saying, join my accountability group, but when I was saying, buy this shirt on Amazon. The more that you can share things with people that you know your person will like, you will find more of your people. And it feels real, then you get more engagement, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I really am an influencer. I remember when the influencer word came out, but I was like, this is so dumb. I'm not telling anybody I'm an influencer. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And now I'm like, no, that is exactly what I am. I'm a Beachbody influencer. I am an Amazon influencer. I am a takeout food influencer. I'm a leopard influencer. I could sell leopard anything to anyone. And that's the point. When you can provide value, when you can share links to things, and you can tell people the lip gloss color you're wearing or whatever, when you can do things that make people, I just went off on the weirdest tangent. I don't even know what got me started on this tangent, but provide free groups. I think that's what I was saying. Free groups that were not tied to Beachbody. So I was not doing the 5-day crock pot eating. I remember Autumn did a national wake up call. She made fun of that concept. And I was like, well, I'm never doing that again, because Autumn was like, why don't you guys brand yourselves? Why are you always trying to brand crock pots? And I was like, oh, it's true. I'm going to do a free group about something I want to do a free group about. And those give you a chance to stand out. They give you, because you look different than the other 500,000 Beachbody coaches. So yes. Okay. Seriously. And anything you can do to have a giving mindset, go give her. I'm not kidding. If you've not read that book 10 times, you haven't read it enough. And even I've read it 10 times and I don't feel like I've read it enough. That book. And I remember asking Micah, if there was one PD book, I thought I was so original asking her this question. If there was one PD book that you read that completely changed your business, what do you think it was? And she was like, Go Giver. And I was like, I've never even read that. And I read it and I was like, holy crap, I do not do this. This would make my business explode. And guess what it did? That's when I started running free groups. And my whole business was like built on free groups. They help so freaking much. Okay, the daily, yes. 20 connections, 10 invites, 40 follow-ups a week. Yep. And if I do more than 40 follow-ups, that's great. And I try to do 10 invites 5 days a week. So even on Fridays when I'm doing 40 follow-ups, I still do 10 invites. And then, but I only do 20 connections Monday through Thursday. And then Friday is invites and follow-ups. And then Saturday is content creation. So that's the day I get to like plan ahead on any groups I'm running, or make sure I have content scheduled in my challenge group, or if I'm doing like a diamond mentorship with my team, that I'm thinking all that stuff out and scheduling it down in advance. So that during the week, I'm not thinking about that stuff because it's already done, because I already got it done on a day I wasn't trying to do my connections and invites and keep up with my inbox, because my inbox is nowhere near as crazy on Saturday because there's not as much stuff going out because I'm not trying to send anything out on a Saturday. So, yeah.
Does anyone else have questions for asking left? I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to ask your questions. Anyone? Feel free to unmute yourselves. Comment in the chat, whatever.
Did everybody get 10 rounds?
Yes. Did everyone get 10 rounds? Do you like, what does Josh do? Spirit fingers if you got 10 rounds?
Yes. Give me some spirit fingers if you have 10 rounds.
So excited for 10 rounds, you guys. Ashley, I have one more question. Oop, I have one more
Bring
question.
it.
So obviously with what's going on right now, like with the world, whatever, are you like changing up your invites, or are you just doing like you're acting as normal? Like, I know I've had a few coaches that are like, I'm scared to reach out to people. I don't want to seem like I'm being, insensitive to what's happening right now.
So here's my thoughts. So actually, I can feel like stay in your chair. Okay. No, just no. So when I'm doing connections, I'm wishing people a happy birthday. I don't care if it's coronavirus or not. I'm still going to wish you a happy birthday. Your kid is still going to have a birthday. You're still going to post cute pictures of your dog. I'm still going to comment on those. So nothing is going to change there. Okay. Their answers are probably going to be a little different. People are not going to tell me they're going to movies or that they're going to get Texas Roadhouse rolls. So I'm going to have to come up with some different answers. But to be honest, I'm probably going to say happy birthday in a different way. Then I'm going to say, this probably isn't the awesomest way to celebrate, but I hope it's still awesome no matter what. Are you going to do anything while you're quarantined in your house? And so that it still comes across genuine, and I'm still wishing them a happy birthday and whatever, and I'm still going to do my connections. And then my invites, honestly, as of right now, I'm still going to send them the exact same way. I've been sending my invites the exact same way for almost 3 years. And it's because it works. That it doesn't say, mine doesn't say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, 10 rounds just came out, and it's only going to cost you $300 if you buy a mega pack. Do you want to fork out $300 when you're probably out of work right now? Because that would be a great idea. I am not that person who is doing the do you have a stream of income while you're home? Because I do. Dude, free for the love of totally nobody on here better be doing that. But does that mean that I'm hiding the fact that I'm in network marketing? No, because I am freaking grateful that I paid all my bills with last week's check. And I'm freaking grateful for that. And I might do a post about it. I'm still trying to get the words together in my head. But if I do a post about it, it's going to say, not because you should join my team so that you can have a stream of income while you're home too. Girlfriend, I've been working my ass off for 5 years. That's why I had money to do this. I did not, this is not a get rich thing overnight. I worked my butt off for a while, and that's why I have a steady stream of income that's coming in despite what's going on with the economy. And that I just went off on a weird tangent. So my invite, when I'm not inviting to the business, when I'm just inviting to challenge groups, thanks them for being a supportive person in my life and asks if they're looking for accountability. I'm still going to send that. And maybe they'll say, honestly, I would love to, but I don't have money right now because I'm home because of whatever. That's when maybe I'll make myself do a 2-week group, and I can say like, oh, totally get it. Let's get you plugged in with the trial and you can join this other free group that I have. I just think there's so much freaking work. I hate free groups like that. But you know what? Maybe I will. And if not, then honestly, what I can see me doing more than anything, have you guys seen that 10, I think there's 10 workouts on there. It's like the Vimeo links. They're all on one PDF. So it has 10 rounds and 21-day fixed real time and 21-day fixed extreme real time. And I think it has Shift Shop on there, and it has the work, and it has bar, and it has MM100 and Transform 20 and all the different Vimeo links. So right now that is what, when someone says no, even prior to Corona, when someone says no, I'm not the girl that argues at all. I do not argue. If somebody says they're not interested, bye girl. Like if I have to try to convince you to join my group, I'm gonna have to convince you to show up every day, and I'm not about that life. I'm not here to drag people. So my wording when they say no, whether it's for Corona or previously or a month from now when this all blows over, it's not gonna blow over, that's the wrong word. Everyone's going to come out alive, and this is going to be great, and my anxiety is not struggling with this whole concept at all. We're all going to be fine when this is over in a month. It says something about like, no worries, girl, totally get it. In the meantime, here's some free workouts you can do in between busy mom life or busy life cracks or whatever it says. So you can still provide value. You can still give people stuff when you're sending an invite, even if you're not running a free group. Because what are you going to do in 2 weeks when the free group's over? Like, you can come up with a solid answer to send people, even if they're not doing a free group, and you can still completely invite people. Because guess what? This is going to go away. This is going to go away is the wrong word. Someday, our economy is going to, like, we're going to go outside. We're going to go to school. We're going to eat out again. Please, for the love of all holy, please let us eat out again someday. And this is going to go away. And those who took their foot off the gas and decided to stop working their business right now because they didn't want to be deemed insensitive are going to lose every bit of traction they had and are going to have a real hard time getting it back when this is all said and done. Because you are reaping remember what did I say when I invite them? And that 99% of them message back and say, no, I'm good. I think you're so awesome. 2 months later, they're back in my inbox. If I stop sending invites right now, and then 2 months from now I start again, it's going to take 4 months before I get people to say yes again. So you can't take your foot off the gas. If anything, you tweak the way you're inviting. Maybe if you're feeling weird, if you're feeling insensitive, either your mindset's wrong or your wording is wrong. Your wording is weird, but I'm still going to send invites. So I'm still going to send invites.
One more question from Allison. She just asked about posting. Do you have a strategy on or amount of coaching / challenge group / non-Beachbody related posts each week? Like, do you have a certain number of how many times you post about your challenge groups? How many times you post about the business? How many times you post about your life?
Not anymore. I used to. I used to do, Josh had like a freaking lot. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? That was working so well for me. I know we're not supposed to post 2 times a day now, but I might go back to that. Because I would do Monday. See if I can remember. This was 2.5 years ago. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You'd post about your journey and you'd post about your lifestyle. So that was like your family, clothes, makeup, leopard, whatever, not Beachbody things. And then Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday was like an engagement post. So that was like the option A or B, or getting people's opinions or asking about Netflix shows or like whatever. And you do a business post. So it wasn't always a call to action, but you, like, because you're posting about the business 3 times a week, made it so you can only post about your income so many times. So it made it so you would post sometimes about the trip or summit or the community or the accountability or the discount, or it made it so I got really well-rounded at talking about the business because I was doing it so freaking often. And then Saturdays were freebies. So you just posted whatever you wanted on Saturdays. And it worked really well. It worked really, really, really well. Now I just kind of try to gauge my feed. And then I look at my posts and try to like Oh, I haven't posted about a sweaty. I like sweaty selfies for some reason. I'm sucking at sweaty selfies lately. Then I'm like, oh, I haven't done one of those in a while. I should do a sweaty selfie today. So I just kind of try to gauge my feed, but it works a lot better when I have a plan. I will be very honest about that. Having a plan works so much better. So, and Josh's posting schedule he had us doing 2 years ago was friggin' life. It worked super, super, super well. So, and then I try to do all those things every day in my stories. So every day I'm sharing about coaching. Every day I share my workout. Every day I share a supplement. Every day I share a recipe or something I'm eating. Every day I share something about the community. Every day I share something about my family, about my real life, something to get people to engage with me. All that stuff is every day in my stories is the goal.
Thank you so much, Ashley. You guys, go show her some love. Tag her in your Instagram story. Shout her out for taking time away from her family because she just got back from Disney World. I forgot to say that earlier. So I'm sure she's exhausted, but she took time to come and share with us. So, go show her some love. Thank you so much. Seriously, you are a freaking fire-breathing dragon, and I'm so happy that our girls got to hear from you tonight. We appreciate you. Everyone saying thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Someone just said this call was fire, so we really appreciate you, Ashley. Thank you so much. All right, guys, y'all have a great, fantastic week. I know